Papa Al versus Peladi here. Let's see who wins on this one. And then we got Peladiño versus Papa Al, or Papa AI, as I call him, Papa AI, because it looks like an AI. So Papa Al's running the Chinese, and Peladiño is running España. So we got an España versus the China. Now, in this matchup, I would typically give it to the Spain, if the Spain is executed properly. Yeah, because Spain has a very nasty habit of going to a place called Fortress Age. And once Spain gets to Fortress Age, I think China struggles out a bit with their stuff. So yeah, I think if the Spain is playing pretty good, the China better be worried. Yeah. I mean, it's not that they don't have a chance, it's just that the Spain will, you know, use their stronger shipments like the Lancers, the Falconets, and really drive some leverage using that. It's not going to be good, basically. Yeah, no. We'll see if that ends up happening or not, I would say. Yeah.
See?
Fast Fortress Agresivo. Oh. So, at least from the language this deck is saying, I would presume that means he's going to open Musket and then he's going to go for a quick age up to age 3. Yeah, that sounds like it, pretty much, yeah. So, as long as you build a trading post in age 1 as Spain, because of your extra XP you get with the Spanish Civ, you were actually able to fit in not only 3 settlers in age 1, but actually the capitalism card as well. Kind of like the same thing you can get away with the Ottomans too. You can get both a coin trickle and 3 villagers. And thus that gives you a really good setup where you can either apply it right to musketeers, or you can apply it towards a fast fortress, because by the time you reach age 2, you already have really enough gold to combine with 700 coin to make that age up happen. So generally, 3 settlers followed by capitalism, going with the double age 1 card. Spain is always going to be their best play, because it gives them options. You know, it gives them options to open Musket, or it gives them options to go for that age 3 and go for the big cards. So yeah, just thought I'd tell you that. It's actually going for a 30 XP treasure right now, which is going to help out a lot as well. Yep. So let's see what the China went with the French consulate, so we see the French flag there. He's picking up the 400 food technology now, about 4 crates of 100 food, so about 400 food total, and he's going to go for Summer Palace with it. Okay. We've seen quite a few of those here, so it's not totally out of the picture, because typically what we see is, we'll see consulate French into Porcelain Tower and then some sort of fast fortress. But looks like he's using it to just do some age 2 combat with the Summer Palace. Yeah, looks like it, I would say. Yeah, most definitely. So what's the deck saying? Spain. So this is a counter of Spain deck. So he's preparing. At least he thinks he's preparing. Right? He's got all the primary age 2 cards, I would say, for the Chinese, except for maybe the Peking Army or the Flamethrower Castle one, and instead went for some eco cards. He's got Cigar Roller and Sustainable Agriculture. Could use it, but that's going to be super late down the line, so I doubt it's going to be useful right away. If he does go the H3 route, he's got Army of Quangs, an Army of Chukanus, an Army of Arquebusiers, Changdaos, Meteor Hammers, Hand Mortars, the combo one that gives you Flamethrowers and Changdaos, and then he's got the Manchu there, as well as Intervention too, so tons and tons of unit cards there to reinforce. Okay, so Spain's going to be putting their governor outpost right there in the middle of the map. China is going to try to shed off some HP from it, which I think is pretty good. Yep, very nice. And if I didn't tell you enough already, not only do you get the coin trickle to help push you towards an age 3 potentially with Spain, you also get 200 coin from the governor politician as well, which is the typical choice of the Smash. So you're getting that coin as well, so you can focus more on the Huns and getting the food you need for the age up. So it looks like he does have all the food, and he's going to get all the coin he needs too. Between those two batches there, yep. Going up with the Scout, or the Adventurer. Yeah, he's going up with the Adventurer. That can be another option you can go for. I think personally, usually going for the Scout is pretty good because it gives you some powerful tanky Hussars you can run in there and try to tank up some of the attacks. But going that route too is alright. Picking up the 700 wood now. Probably is going to establish barracks. Likely stable as well. You're going to need barracks for Skirmisher. And you're going to need stable for either Hussar, Dragoon, or Lancer, depending on what the recipe calls for. So you'll have to be ready for that. If you're dealing with infantry, Lancer's obviously going to be your best friend from the stable. You know, it's going to do everything a Hussar can and better with those multipliers, pretty much, yeah. So we'll see what ends up happening there, yeah.
¿Cuál es su comando?
¿Quién me ordena?
Alright, steel traps coming in from the market, very good. It's going to be queuing up one barracks musket. That's pretty typical of Spain to do at this stage. And then once you hit age 3, go right into doing skirms, right? Yep. Oh, so this is the China that likes to keep his Summer Palace on the Ming army. Yeah, that's pretty good. He is going for Confucian Academy now too, so he is going to have a Ming army here. He's also going to have about 8 arquebusiers. The arquebusiers should be able to chase off these muskets, so at least that gives him a bit of an initial defense against the Spanish aggression. But as you know, once Spain hits that age 3, which it looks like they already did, they're going to be sending 2 falconets. Yeah, absolutely. And since he went with the Adventurer, he got some free crossbowmen too. So he already has some skirmishers to go in here and really put the vice on these spearmen and light cav, yeah. And then the falconets, as you know, are going to blast right through there. So a lot of things to watch out for here in the battle. So you got the arquebusiers there trying to fend off the infantry, it looks like. Yep, it's definitely... Got the Explorer there on the dog. Yeah, no, those war dogs are a real ferocious bunch. Sometimes they can change battles, you know, when you're fighting the Spanish. Ooh, RNGesus, he got a free disciple from the kill. That's great. Let's see if he gets an arrow. Oh, no, he's fighting a musket now, unfortunately. Yeah. You should try to fight the crossbowmen, which have less HP and no hand armor. That way he could have tried the RNG for another disciple there and stalled a bit more time. Yeah. Here comes the 2 falconets rolling in now. Yep. As well as you got all those muskets and crossbowmen there trying to siege the Summer Palace, yeah. There you go. Oh, he's going for a hand attack with Kizix? What are you doing, man? You don't do that. Okay, so here comes the Meteor Hammers. Meteor Hammers will cancel out those falconets. As long as he micros properly. Yep, he does. And now those Meteor Hammers can probably finish off some of those troops too. Yep, very good. Because here's the thing, Meteor Hammers have a range of about 4 with their melee attack, because it's a metal ball at the end of a string. So yeah, they can sword back like hand units and range units at the same time. Fortunately, 3 Lance is still alive. You could probably use the Town Center to pick them apart if you can target properly. Clean them up. Yeah, no. You have to be on top of that, I would say, most definitely. Chengdaos? Bad idea. You don't want Chengdaos here. No. Because you're dealing with a whole plethora of infantry. The Chengdaos are not going to help you out, son. Just saying. What else has he got here? He's got I would say go for the Arquebusiers of the Chukanu. Or does he have a consulate on Brits? Go for intervention. Yeah, no, you should have went for intervention first and then go with Arquebusier. There's no point in going again, adding in hand infantry if he's going with all infantry there. Because the Cheng Daos are kind of poop compared to Halberdiers, so there's no justification for him. Yeah. Alright, he's got Bills out. He probably should do something about that. Rods are chasing down the Chikijiks, unfortunately. I would consider putting that Summer Palace on Forbidden Army now, because you really want it working on your more powerful units. You really don't need Kijiks and Quangs against infantry, because look, he only has like one Lancer left from the shipment, so you're oh, never mind. There's the Lancers. I spoke too soon. So there's the Lancers. Yep, those redcoats are gonna fend off kind of okay here. Let's see if they last very long. Try to focus them down on like one of those Lancers at a time if you can. Not that there are many of them. Yeah. It's like some pretty good damage there so far. Yeah. GG. Good try there, Papa Al. Did your best, man. Did your best. Do your best, do it every day. So, yep. Basically in that situation it really came down to better unit choices by the China, I think. And it also came down to the fact that Peladiño ended up doing a pretty decent Spain there. And was able to start out with the Falcons and follow it up properly with the Lancers and the Rods and everything. Yeah, no, that was a pretty good Spain there as well. So, definitely when you see muskets, rods, crossbowmen, do not send Cheng Dao. That's a big mistake. That's a big no-no. Should have been going on to the redcoats first and then the Arquebusiers, right? Or if you had some food, you could have gone with the Cheng Daos with the flamethrowers. That could have been good. But, yeah, no. Just make sure you're picking the right units for the right situations. Otherwise, you're going to have a real fun old time trying to do stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So, definitely pay attention to that stuff when you're fighting.